Woo, 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 woo. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not even about to hold y'all. I'm not even gonna do my long intro, child. I I'm like kind of fed up with this whole like beef sector type of stuff because I don't know. At first it was fun, and then now it's not really fun because you got all these old scripted fake stories and fake outrage and all that. It's just like it's kind of pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are just sitting up here making up stories for us to like try to run along with. And I don't know, I'm just fed up. I tried to give it a shot, like, okay, maybe or possibly, but these fake storylines, I don't know. I love commentary, and whenever I do my commentary, I think I do it to where it's fun, it's tasteful, and it's not to where it's got people feeling all stressed and like out of whack and all that. But these new storylines are just so damn cringe. Y'all, they are so cringe. Just like stuff don't even be making sense. And then you have this 50-plus-year-old woman, this whole storyline. Then everybody's talking about how she dated these previous content creators and stuff like that. Damn, I should have gotten me a blunt while I was at the store. But anywho, she was like dating these content creators and things like that. But see, this is my thing. It didn't make sense to me because we already know all the ladies and the gentlemen feel a certain type of way when it comes to Lemon saying that he's straight. We all know that he's a bisexual man. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like living your truth. But then you go on to string this old lady around in her wheelchair and decide that, you know, oh, you're just gonna, you know, move on and you want everybody to forget about all the lies and stuff that you had told us. Just like the lies that you had told us when y'all went to damn Vegas and you told us to get that membership and that we was gonna get some exclusive stuff, we was gonna get stuff that people didn't see and all that, right? And I'm so glad that I did not get no membership because I would have been highly disappointed and I would have wanted a refund because you sat up here and you preyed on the supporters, the subscribers that were there. And like I told him before, I don't have to be one of your members. If I come by and like your video or subscribe or if I watch your lives, you're getting paid that way. You're getting paid that way. So, it was like he wanted to discount the support. And every time that I brought up the fact that you sat up here and you told people, get a membership and this is what we're going to give to you. So, in my opinion, I don't even totally blame it on Ness as, as like, being all with this chaos and drama and stuff because they're all with the chaos and drama. They love the chaos and drama. They love to lie. But see, this is the thing. I'm not interested in lying to my supporters. I'm just not. I'm not interested in lying to my supporters. If I need something, I'm gonna ask my supporters. But stringing y'all along and having y'all think that y'all gonna get this and y'all gonna get that, no. Anytime I've given away items on my channel, I have given back to my supporters. Like the people that support me, as much as I can, I try my best to support them in what they have going on as well, right? But when we talk about these just the fake storylines, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it really bothered me because I'm like, are these people really okay? Because I know when I give up my commentary, I just be, wanting to have a little fun and stuff. Hold on, let me come in from the studio. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me come in from the studio. I love you all so much. Just bear with me. I'm gonna put you on a brief hold right quick, but just hang in there with me, okay? All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So, hey, Hope Life, how are you? So, pretty much those are just like my small grievances. But like I said, it's just certain stuff that I'm over. You know, I'm just over the fake storylines. Like, stop lying to people. And it seems like these adults, they enjoy the lie. They enjoy the line. But let's get into this because um when we talk about this woman that Lemon was with, I just kind of feel like, why did we have to get introduced to that? Like, why do we have to get introduced to that? Like, why do we, as the people, have to be fooled? When are y'all going to say, are y'all not going to say anything to these people? Do y'all not feel like y'all can go to these content creators and be like, hey, you know, it that you're kind of doing is not really genuine, and oh my goodness, how do I put this? It's kind of like uh it's kind of like a depressant. Like those storylines are kind of like a depressant, right? I just can't get with them anymore. But I want to listen to this because I always be trying to inform y'all on VP vagina power, ladies. Y'all need to take more care of your mental, your physical, and your emotional when y'all are dealing with these guys, because these guys will sit here and play you like a fiddle. And ladies, if we're not strong and if we don't know the things to look out for, we're still going to be running around in that little rat race, in that little circle, whatever. But I want to get into this because younger women age shaming competition, vagina power general 300. Let's go.
Just been up a few hours just working on me and getting myself together. I'm actually boiling some Ethiopian gold coffee right now. It's made not to drink, but the way they cure it is for enemas. So I'm getting ready to do a Ethiopian. That's the best coffee. You don't want to buy coffee out of the grocery store. You want to go to a health food store, or you want to look at, I'm telling you, the best coffee, because they started growing it not in Colombia, but in Ethiopia. They grow the best coffee in Ethiopia. And this coffee I got is Ethiopian coffee made for you to do an enema with. So that will help because I had so much antibiotic and I've taken it so long, dealing with skin issues and skin infections and stuff for so long. Um, it literally ruined my gut, and I'm having to build up my gut flora. But the Ethiopian coffee will help alkaline my guts. Um, to help to soothe them and calm them down. Because since I've been home the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of bubble guts. It's been awful and been very difficult to eat. I literally have to eat small amounts of very soft things because of all of the antibiotics. So I've had to take it real, real easy. And so that's why now I got the Ethiopian coffee delivered. I'm simmering it now. I'm just laying here taking a break right quick. And so I want to talk to y'all in a minute because I feel a little bit dizzy or queasy. So I probably got to flush some stuff out. I'm sure I'll feel much better. I'll come back and let you know. I don't remember the video. I don't know where I put the video at, but I said something about Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King. I mentioned them several times coming here with Nipsey and Malcolm, but I also mentioned Dexter King, I think the youngest child, Dexter King, and that they were having family problems in fighting within there. Dexter and Bernice King and Yolanda. I think I did it. I mentioned that because I think Yolanda King died a year or two ago. Since I've been doing Nipsey readings, Yolanda King died, and I kept saying it was problems with Dexter, and that Dexter was part of the Booty Lay and undercover, going with white men's, and in that Scientology cult, stealing money from the King estate. One time there was a real big problem, and Bernice King got tired of it. Reverend Bernice King, that used to be over there with Eddie Long, and Bernice King hurry up and got the fuck on when Eddie Long came out messing with them boys over there and flying them boys around the world on them private jets and going back and forth to Africa and shit and mess with them boys over there in Mohawk and in the gay club, and they call him daddy. I'm calling you daddy. Yeah, that they daddy. Eddie Long want them boys call him daddy. I know because I ran into some of the gay boys. I talked to them and he paid for their tuition and they kept their mouth quiet. They might have opened their mouth and opened their ass cheek, but they kept their mouth quiet, goddamn it, when somebody asked them about it. Now look, let me say right quick, this is AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. I'm a psychic medium. I do tarot readings as well. So what I am saying, I'm seeing in the spirit. Some of this has been verified in the media, though. If you go back and check the newsreels, you go back and check the old news, they have had problems with Dexter King. And I'm going to say another thing. One thing about this, and I'm going to keep it moving because I really don't care. And I won't be dealing with chronologically younger women anymore. And it's really sick that a lot of Black women like to fight each other based on age, based on your period, based on your size, based on your color, based if you can get pregnant or not. I mean, this shit is ridiculous. And when they can't find nothing else, they act like they love you to death and want to be all up under you and admire you and hang at your house and run errands for you and make sure you have what you need and get well. And then as soon as they get mad, you're old bitch. When they can't find nothing else. Now the age is a difference, and the age is a tool of war or to insult or degrade or minimize a woman's power, beauty, and value. If they're chronologically younger, then all of a sudden you're better because another woman's chronologically older. Now you've achieved nothing in life and you have nothing to offer the public, but want to destroy me, lie on me, try to erase me from the planet, wish death on me, try to destroy my character, tell people don't donate, don't support me. Oh yeah, and hit my cash up, make it goddamn clap. Because see, that's another reason why I'm not gonna come back and do the stuff I did and constantly just tell you shit, and you beg for information from me, and you look for other psychics, and you come up and listen to what I say, and then you don't donate. I cannot do that anymore in 2024. Y'all not gonna fucking play on me and take advantage of me. The ones that support, I know the ones that support, but those are not a whole bunch in comparison to the people. Especially since I've been sick and had to have surgery, you really haven't donated and supported me at all, and I'm going to remember that. So don't be emailing me, don't be texting me, don't be putting comments. We love you, this and that. Where you been? How you doing? Why don't you come back? But don't even offer me a dime. Don't donate. But you're so worried about me. You're concerned about how I'm doing. It takes money to eat, to live, to make sure I have what I need medically. I'm just not going to keep. I'm not that person no more. Y'all have changed me a lot, honey. Not the ones that support me, but the chronologically women that are younger. But Many of you don't look younger. You bigger than me. Fat ass face, fat long stomach, fat long hanging elephantitis shape ass long down, sliding down the back of your damn leg, wearing 1X and 2X goddamn draws. But want to come try to fight me and tell lies on me. Yeah, oh bitch, you crip bitch. Ain't nothing cripple over here. Ain't nothing broke. Ain't nothing been replaced over here. That's all you can find. I mean, I'm just I think about all this and I'm disgusted. And why I'm bringing it up right now too is because this lady that said she knew Nipsey, that's a rapper that was on Tasha K's show, said that Nipsey set her up to get her ass beat by Big U. Got mad because of my readings and then came over here and I approved the comment. I wanted all of you to see it. I wanted her to stand by it, be 10 toes down on it, because I don't give a fuck about it. Especially when I look up, she fat as hell too. I don't know what her chronological age is, but she damn sure about 5 or 10 times goddamn bigger than me. And I don't know how young she is, but you're not that young, dear. Especially looking like that. Probably what, maybe 30s. Look like she's pushing her goddamn 40s. But those are the ones that always want to say some shit about me. And then when I look about my age, as if you are above me because you're chronologically younger. It doesn't make you above me at all. And then she made comments about my accent. You talk like an old slave. Okay, it's a choice that when I go into my deep southern drawl, because I'm proud of being from the South. I'm not ashamed of being from the South. I know how to enunciate. I know how to use my words correctly. I know how to speak correct English when I have to. But if I choose to be slanged out, I choose to be thugged out, I choose to use ebonics. That's what I want to do. And you're not going to embarrass me by saying that. But I may be country, maybe older than you, but I am still the truth, bitch. I am still the truth. So y'all, that's all you got for me? Because if I died right now and left the planet, especially one that was stalking me, that got a 12-month restraining order on her, and it hasn't been over here that knows not to pull that shit on me, you really think if I died right now, and because I'm physically older, that you can compete with me and you could replace me just because you're 47? You're not young, dear. You're middle-aged. But even so, in the 47 years that you've lived and the time I've been on the planet, because what I know with vagina power, I was speaking this in my early 30s when I started out People TV public access, and was speaking it in my 20s. I was born this way, like Lady Gaga. I seen your rap sheet. People seen mine. Because if you pay to do a background check on me, you will not find a criminal rap sheet. But you've seen the vagina power, the AKT celebrity reads, the hair and skin foams. I was female pattern baldness. Hair at the top of my head, all the way to the back middle of my goddamn head. Hair at the front of my head. Baby hair's missing. And bitch, I grow your younger ones, I grew all that back. It's still growing in. Got some shorter spots. Had to cut it. But the point is, hair is on the top of my goddamn head, bitch, and round the side of my goddamn head. And my hair on the top of my goddamn head and my hair all over my goddamn body is black. Not black. Black. And I grow it all the way back. Not back. Back. So you're saying you're better than me, you're smarter than me, all these other bitches over here telling me they psychics, they can read, they're younger than me, this and that, she has been time. But you focus on the has been, you talk about the has been, you wish death on the has been, you didn't want the has been to get out of the hospital alive. Yeah, she on her last leg. Yeah, she on her way out. Yes, bitch, on my way out the hospital, bitch. Checked out with a clean bill of health. That's what the fuck drips do. See, when you become the crone, when you become the hag, the heavenly ascended goddess, you don't look woe-eyed and old. But bitch, remember the game is sold, bitch, and not to be told. I'm not reaching out. I'm not mentoring no hungry, younger bitch that claim you love me, respect me, and then you give me your ass to kiss. Nah, I'm done. I don't want no. I don't learn my lesson, honey, and I have relieved myself of the desire to try to heal somebody in a way that I wasn't healed and be there in a way that nobody wasn't there for me. But you can't touch me, bitch. Just like MC Hammer, you cannot touch me. So the one, yeah, she also made the comment. And what's funny is my sister Mina went over there and looked at comments under her interview with Tasha K. And she said, it's funny. She called you names, and that's because you can't get nothing else. It's always and you got a slave accent. I'm proud of that. I was watching Underground the other day. I got so addicted to that shit. I couldn't stop watching. I watched 2 seasons by 3-4 goddamn day, all night, and I'm in love with Harriet Tubman because Harriet Tubman also came in here with Nipsey, finding the gold, looking for the golden gourd, and the song they made, and the wolf will take you up. She talking about astrology, astronomy, and numerology. God damn it, she talking about the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. You know, she an old bitch too, but see, I like to listen to them because they the one that got the supreme knowledge, and nobody could catch her. None of them white slaveholders that made it legal to. All it was sex trafficking and human trafficking for political and financial gain, suppressing the soul and selling the years of the life that belong to another, selling infants, human sacrificing, hanging them, burning them, consuming their flesh, keeping body parts, selling babies, fucking them. Soon they come out their ass, or white women have a half black babies, cutting their throat, letting them bleed out, sacrificing their parts, consuming their flesh. That's all it is. Satanic human sacrifice, eating humans, keeping a certain body parts, doing occult magic sciences on them. They learned from the black women that were slaves, but that were also teachers, even royalty, and kings and queens that spoke their own language in their own tongue,
Hey, Miss
knew the
Barbara.
top
Love
agriculturists,
you.
the top scientists, the top mathematicians, and the top occult voodoo priests and priestesses. That's usually who they had in Massa House and up there cooking that goddamn food. Because a lot of them were poisoning them motherfuckers and giving making herb for abortions for slaves, and abortions for white women, and fucking they ass up. And a lot of them white women was paying them black women to do spells on their husbands or any competitor or anybody come over there for dinner and setting their ass up. I see a totally difference now. It was a big form of a multi-billion-dollar, probably right now, $1 trillion corporation.
Hey, babies. Hi, I am enough. Hey, Miss Barbara. How are y'all doing? Just listening in. Giving y'all something different from these old cringe beef sector plays. Let's go.
Of flesh peddling, sex trafficking, human consumption, blood consumption, human sacrifice to gain wealth, knowledge, and longevity, and regenerate themselves off of the blood of the so-called black slave. That many were really blue blood royalty. That's who controlled the English royal kingdom, the blue bloods, the Moors, the blacks. And then they got in like they did in Egypt, bled them out, fucked them, laid up with them, whitewashed them out, and killed them. And left the ones that want to be slaves, and left the ones that want to be slave hunters. Niggas hunt niggas. Black bitches attack black bitches. Stack them on the top of each other, so you got the young and you pit them against the old. So one is menstruating, one period don't stop. You put one on top of the other so they bleed down on the ones that ain't bleed, and you create dissension and enmity between them, as they say in Genesis, with Satan and Adam. Man, woman, and Adam, the serpent, you could create enmity between them. Did this on purpose to create the division. And I see this in these younger black women today, as if you have something to tell me, to teach me. The only thing you want to teach me is that I'm going to stay the fuck away from you, and I ain't got nothing to tell you. I'm not letting you around me no motherfucking more. And you don't have the wisdom and the knowledge to elevate me, fill my space, kill me, or take my goddamn place. I saw all of it. Yeah, this what she get. That's why she in the hospital for doing people dirty. I ain't did nobody dirty. I don't fuck with people. Just because somebody's sick and something happens to them doesn't mean everybody's sick done something dirty to somebody. You probably did something to them and did spells on them, try to kill them and take them out of here and set them up because you jealous of them, you don't like them, or they're nice to you and you tell them giving you money, so you want to take everything from them. Yeah, things like that. But you're not doing that to me. You're not doing that to Drip. Oh yeah, I saw it and I heard about it. Yeah, she and now she finna go down now. She finna die now. Bitch, it ain't a bitch bone. Not born, bone. Bone and bread, bitch. To take me out of here. I'm gonna leave this unless I let you, God damn it, do it. So like them country folks say, not you better. You it's better for you to move on. You best to leave me the fuck alone. Stop fucking with me. Cause I ain't leaving this motherfucker until I get finished. Until I say so. And I'm not letting down one of you near me. No more. So that shit didn't hurt my motherfucking feeling, bitch. The reading stands. Nipsey said you a thief. And I don't care what y'all say. Anytime you are not a civilian, you're dealing with that world, you owe dues in any gang, any church, any Masonic temple, any Girl Scout club, goddammit, any lawyers club, any doctors club, any actors club, and actor gear, all y'all gonna pay your fucking dues to massa, goddammit. You're going to pay the piper and get your actors card. All that's dues every goddammit year. You will pay your dues in the game. She's fucking with Big U. And man, you know, a couple of people looked at it. She done had some type of sexual, intimate relationship with Big U. There's been some type of contact. And she said, I ain't never fucked him. You a lying bitch. You're old bitch. I'll be that. I will be that. Because I am magnificent, bitch, in my age, my oldness, bitch. It has made me a grand diva. The grand hag that will never gray and look old for you motherfuckers. Now I might go through some shit down and out there. I was looking rough, goddammit, but bitch, I know how to regenerate myself. And just because you are chronologically older don't mean your body have to age and break down. Shit, you know, I feel like throwing my pussy for the New Year's on my sidewalk. How many people want to see me throw my goddamn pussy on the sidewalk? Say hell yeah. I'm like Stone Cold Steve Austin. How many you want to see it say fuck yeah, goddammit? Because I've been regenerated, goddamn. I've been renewed. I've been brought alive, goddammit. And vagina power time in this bitch. And ain't none of these bitches chronologically younger than me can talk it, walk it, sing it, say it, teach it. Like that old song, walk it like I talk it like I walk it like I talk. You can't walk and talk it like Drip. You can't walk and talk it like me. I don't give a fuck if you 25 or 33. You can't walk it like I talk it. It ain't never been another me, bitch. It ain't been one before me, and it won't be after me. Ain't none of you young bitches taking me out of here. And you can't walk it like I talk it. Never. Because if you coulda, you would have done it before I did it. And you would have done it during the time I did it. And you would have done it after I did it. And you would have been prepared for your first goddamn sermon when you said that a month ago I was on a damn deathbed. Because of the death spells you did. And the death spell I seen Jamila Briscoe do live on YouTube. I think she's taking it down. She need to reload it so all y'all can see her handiwork and how she failed to kill the goddamn Drip Queen. Bitch, for 2004, I'm a lean, mean, goddamn vagina power pussy throwing sex machine, bitch. You must not know about me. Give a fuck what you hoes say. Oh, and Cripple, you think I give a fuck about that? You don't mean nothing to me. Your words don't mean nothing to me. Your thoughts don't mean nothing to me, bitch. Because all these fumblers I done created over here, bitch, and done created new ones since I got out the hospital, bitch, and a stupid, fat, goddamn it, jug head, goddamn an elephant built bitch. Come said she trying to put her hand on me, but ain't got that motherfucking dripology. and ain't with that AKT drip squad and ain't got the nerve to put a fucking hand on me. Since then, I have created more dripology to make me throw my pussy like I'm 13 years old, bitch. You know what? Got that shit? I'm laying in the bed hunching. I'm just throwing my pussy in the air. I'm throwing it. But I got to get it out there, goddamn it. I got to get back on the sidewalk for 2024. How many of y'all want to get up here with me and throw your pussy on the sidewalk, goddamn it, for 2024, goddamn it? Because I ain't just talking about I can goddamn do it. I want all y'all to be in vagina power. With this knowledge Nipsey gave me about healing your vagina and standing on your ground, claiming your territory, throwing your pussy on your goddamn territory, goddamn it. I'm here for everybody standing in vagina power. I always have been like that, but these bitches want to take mine and try to say because some at a certain age you want to take my shine. Bitch, you are not qualified, certified, and able to do what I do. And vagina power has nothing to do with a chronological age. It's a state of mind. It's a science, bitch. See, you these bitches so stupid, but you think you smart just because your chronological age don't make you smarter than me. It don't make you better than me. I am the VP General. I have earned my stripes. I ain't no talker. I'm a vagina power. I'm the vagina power queen. I'm vagina power. Y'all see me? I have lived it. I've been through hell and back, and I stood it by myself. Just like people calling me, huh? Y'all didn't even know what I was going through over here. When I'm fighting this whore in court. And I could barely get up. I could barely move. I guess some of y'all thought I was lying many days because I've dealt with cysts like that before. Coming on my hips, come on my side, I got them down. Legs swole, feet swole, can't barely move, can't barely walk, and this nigga doing me dirty on top of it. Shit, I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. He supposed to be my ex, but I still can't goddamn it get rid of him because he just bought me a brand new double door refrigerator since I got the house. But he came over Friday, and I told him I don't feel good. He said, I don't care. Open that door, I promise you. I'm going to get you a new refrigerator, and I'm going to keep my word. The people's coming up here. I'm going to the shop to pick it up, get the boxes and stuff up out the way, and Popcorn came in here and moved them for myself. I don't feel good. Y'all going to tear my house and throw stuff around. You know how y'all niggas are. Y'all ain't like women, just throw shit to get the stuff in the way and strategically get it there and go on, and I'm left with a mess. We ain't going to make no mess. You can come down there. I was so upset with him. I'm just like, just let me rest. Hey, Tina. Hey, sweet baby. And he is about 5 or 6 niggas downstairs. Goddamn, they came from the company, and Popcorn and measured it, came measured first, and then left. And then when it I paid for it, they finna bring it up here. But then when they put it in there, it's not completely in there because it's too big. So now they gotta come back, cut the wall on the other side over there and push it back in there. But what I was gonna say, I said that to say, I was trying to make a point. Yeah, like you can't erase me and say you're better than me, or that you know more than me, because Drip is still throwing pussy, bitch. I'm still in my power because it's not about a chronological age. It's about the quantum mind. And you dumb bitches clearly don't know nothing about that, but you think you do. So because you're chronologically younger, that gives you more wisdom than me. That gives you more knowledge than me. That gives you more power than me. So why aren't you showing it to the world? Why aren't you teaching what I'm teaching? Because you should. You think because you can suck dick and your pussy hot and you fucking, you got a few children, that make you better than me? That make you more woman than me? Just because you're younger, that make you the level of woman than me? Bitch, I have survived the worst things in life.
All right. So shout out to our seasoned women out there in the chat that may come across this broadcast. This is for you. Okay. Now listen here. I'm going to switch over to, do you know your man, child? Do you?
We as women, we're not standing in vagina power because we're not seeing not just them cooking cake demons, but we ain't seeing them dick demons. We ain't seeing them dick demons on the men. We're not seeing that the men really wanna ring the Christmas bells on some man nuts, and stand up under the mistletoe with one of their men friends. We thinking that they are men, especially when I'm talking about the Mandingo, thinking they got a prize. And this one particular man he told me about, he said the man again was tall, fine, black, and had so much dick. He said the man dick looked like it went down to his damn kneecaps, man. Now I don't know how his wife took some kind of monster like that, man. Sound like the Loch Ness monster she was trying to take on. Some kind of damn beast or something to have a dick that damn long. And she had about 2 children by him. So of course she in love with him, in love with the dick. She can't do no wrong, but she traveling. Some of y'all women need to keep y'all goddamn ass at home. Cause y'all, I've heard so many stories about these black women. Now I hear about white men too, and we know that Atlanta is an international city. So a lot of professional white men come to Atlanta, and when they do, this is a very high prostitution market in Atlanta for high class call girls, call boys, middle.
Now listen here. She's speaking on some truth. This is Alexis K. Tyler. This is her right here, but this is her back in the day. But she wanted to know, do you know your man? This woman has been teaching vagina power. She has been speaking and trying to uplift women. She's a sister that been through some stuff with her mom. And, she has been vindicated. She has found her own lane and she is prospering. And so I like to refer to her commentary to share with you all. I'm very, very familiar with her. I've worked with her. Going to be working with her again. So you guys stay tuned. Let's go.
And in between, you got a little bit of anything you can buy in Atlanta. Any kind of asshole and mouth and dick and pussy you want to get is all up in here. And that's why a lot of the rich, wealthy men, white men, like to come here. I mean, this is what I hear. This is then you know what? This ain't just me. You can ask the city, they had it on the news, the statistics. This is a very high prostitution state. It's a big business here in Atlanta. And a lot of these, unfortunately, these black women are being subjected to this when they travel. They men are hitting other women, but they men are also hitting other men as soon as the woman leaves the house. He already got some shit lined up. So this man that got all this dick and nuts to spare is at home by himself. And his wife is out of town. He makes sure the children at school, they've been taking care of the house, is immaculate. Well, he called his same boy over that my grandmama says a big juicy sis.
I'm hurting over here. I'm hurting.
What's your comment? What you feeling at this moment?
I'm hurting over here. We're bad shape, man.
What are you hurting for?
Now I had a flash insight or something. I had a prophet or something.
Woman, you finna speak something on somebody too? Somebody's child?
On the preacher. The preacher that got them long 10 and 20 inch penis or 15 inch. That's why they don't want to give it to nobody, because they know that women gonna act a fool and tear down their ministry.
I mean, that's true, but they giving it to women too, and they give it to men.
They selected who they give it to.
Now they supposed to be selected by who they pass the dick and nuts.
But see, they know that women gonna nut about 10 inch.
Well, first of all, I ain't finna nut about no 10 inch, because ain't no 10 inch finna touch me.
They know it's gonna drive them crazy, and if they get with them and they come back to the worship service, next time they have worship service, that woman gonna be at the altar. That's gonna be up there, and he knows what she up there for. And he gonna get scared because she gonna attack it.
I mean, well, that's not always the case. I'm saying, because hell, I mean, you even told me about that one of our preachers in our family, a male preacher way up there, Detroit or Baltimore. Lord have mercy.
Man, you talk about people out like that. They be knowing what you talk about.
I'm gonna talk about the family. I talk about everybody else. I'm gonna talk about mine. We got a lot of male preachers.
Yeah, that man gonna come in there and beg him, say, "Give me back my husband."
Stood up there at the altar where she supposed to come to God and ask the man of God to give her dick back. Lord have mercy. I heard about the women in this family. Y'all got women taking men and men taking men too.
Women taking men and men taking men.
Yeah, so history. I heard.
You heard about this family? What family?
Yeah, the women down, my aunts and my grandmama's sisters and all them. They went out and took what they wanted and did what got on the went in the juke journey and took their liquor bottle of liquor with them. They didn't have no Miller Lite back then. They
Well, I guess that's why you
off-road.
that's why you talking like this and think like that, cause you were raised.
No, I'm trying to correct this shit. I'm trying to make it right. I ain't trying to steal nobody's man.
No.
I'm trying to bring women back into their right mind.
But why is that to be my family that do that?
Because that's the one I know. A lot of people have histories of it, but that's the one I know. I've seen this and I grew up in it. So I see that
They just take a man.
it's on both sides, but men are taking men too. And this preacher done took, did he get him lady husband back?
No, he ain't getting back.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all stealing folks shit.
But after I heard that, I didn't want to fool with it no more, man. That didn't make no sense.
Yeah, took that man.
So please give me back my husband.
And that's a shame. She's not in vagina power. She needs to be strung up, go beg another man to get her dick back. She need her ass beat down because the dick done beat her down, and she got an addiction.
Wait a minute, that man dead now.
Then go beg this other man's dick to let her dick go.
But please give me back my
How
husband.
pathetic is that? And see, that's what I'm saying. We need to stand in vagina power, but we don't even have to go that route. But we need to know what kind of dick. We need to inspect the dickhead and go all around the man's nuts and go into his sperm history.
But you know what?
Because she had been with this man for some years.
I'm glad I ain't got to examine now no more. I'm glad I'm fixed straight. I ain't got to examine no more. I can't examine nobody and see where they been.
Okay, but the women that got men, don't think you don't have to examine them anymore, because a lot of us have made mistakes with our prime cut choice. We think that's USDA prime. Real. Think that dick is prime.
Boy, the prime rib is the best piece of meat there is in the world.
Yeah, but the prime.
Hey, Norris Tony, good to see you here. We're watching Alexis K. Tyler's show. You guys can follow her here on YouTube. Glad to see you here.
Time ain't in prime time if the dick filled with some previous backed up sperm juice it done got from going up in another man. Or he got sperm up in his rectum, or when a man went up in him. Now, see, and that's what I'm getting to by this woman that went out of town, that go out of town on a regular basis, been with this man. They got children, I think maybe 5, 10 years old. And the thing about it is, what a lot of these women don't realize, he met this man in a straight club. There's a lot of gay and bisexual men that will go to straight club. They don't go to gay club because they want to pick some woman man that they feel can be turned out to dance on the other side. So my friend ran into this married man in a straight club. Took him home the first night.
How did he sway that man that was not homosexual into taking him home the first night?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. The man was a closet homosexual.
Oh.
And his wife didn't check her history. She wasn't in vagina power, and she did not check the history of the knee-length dick that she done laid up and had 2 children by. So they went back to her house, in her bed, where he shoot off in her and then let another man shoot off in him. And he was so disappointed because he thought that he was going to get some of this dick up in his ass. And all that dick laid there, just like I said, the one that drive at night and grease his legs up and put his stocking on and try to look like a woman. He wanted to be penetrated, and the boy looked like a boy. He wanted to be penetrated too. Well, he gets in the bedroom in her bed, climb up there, and he starts to penetrate this man's asshole.
Oh,
so
Lord.
He's penetrating this man. This man got dick everywhere. And that boy said that man had some of the sweetest asshole he had ever had in his life. He said that married man had a good ass. Just like he said, they call it pussy. They actually call it rectum pussy. He said he told that man ass out all weekend long, Saturday and Sunday. Stayed or spent the night, bathed, not took a bath, not took a shower, bathed in the woman's bathroom, in a bathtub, in a shower, took a bath with this man. They ate together. slept together. Then he tore his ass up again. And he asked his man, why you doing this to your wife? Why you married, but you really like going out picking up men, putting them in this woman bed? And the woman had no idea. She was not in vagina power. Lord have mercy. The black queen has died. She was totally in death with herself. She got maggots screaming all through her blood, all through her veins, all in her guts, because she is laid up with a man that's defiled, that don't know who he is. She's taking the calm from a man that really want to be a woman and let a man run his pills all up in his rectum, and then he shoot off in the bed for her. Then he shoot off in her bed for another man, and she can't even pick up that this man done laid in her bed and had another man walking through the house while he twisting like a woman. It's a crying shame that women have fallen this low.
Telling that story like that.
It's the truth. And it happens.
Why this man had to have such a sweet rectum?
He said because the way it felt. He said his asshole felt so good that it was just sweet. That were off the chain. He wore his ass out all weekend, so he had to keep on hitting. He said because that man asshole was good. And that's a shame, because these women don't know that while they laying now and the man got his dick in them, he has vagina in there. And he is actually screwing his wife, and he looking at her face and her expression and her body movement, and he is imagining how when he get a man, he gonna twist his asshole and twist his hips around the same way when a man navigate their dick all up in his ass and go use a compass and use that dick, they going to the north, south, east, and west all up in his ass and vibrating all in his ass. He gonna act like he her. And these women are not picking up on this.
You know, that's some scary stuff you're saying right there. Good. You got some people out there like that.
We have a lot of people out here like that. That's why so much infection.
And this man was straight.
He's not straight to me. He's pretending that he's straight, because every time his wife leaves town, he bring a man and put him in a bed.
He don't get the same one that he had.
He like to have, it's a rush. It's exciting to pick up different men and bring them home in his wife's bed.
What did his wife do to him?
She don't know.
I mean, to cause that to happen.
Don't blame the wife. You don't blame your wife. I'm just saying women need to know it so we won't pick these kind of men. He obviously had that in him. Just like a friend of mine was telling me today, said he knew this couple, so they were going to smoke, going to buy some crack rock to smoke. Oh, some of that showing up hard, man. Some of that wood. They won't get geeked up showing up, and they knew this was a dope house. Go to this man's house to get the dope. So he come in the house with his girlfriend, and the dope dealer said, "I'll give you the dope if you suck my dick." He told the girl, "So you can suck my dick and you can have it." And her boyfriend said, "That's all right." He jumped down there and jumped on the dick before the girl
you know what?
could get to the dick.
Now listen here. You said these ladies are hilarious. Great, because I got something very special for you in just a moment. We're going to do a Q&A where y'all can get in tune. I need to jump in here and drop the link to Alexis K. Tyler's show, so you all can go over and take a look for yourself. Actually, I'm actually going to share it on my community wall. Actually, here, let me jump in the chat with y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have to jump on 2 channels, so give me a second. I'm gonna post it here on my main channel, and then I'm also going to place it on Next Case with Queen Tulsa. Let me know if you all are enjoying this type of content. If you are here for it, let me know. That is her channel right there. So you all can go over and subscribe. Okay. Let's go.
And pulling all on. They had to try to rescue the man. Looked like he was trying to get that dick some mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. The way he locked his jaw round that man's dick and the head up and went down on it. Clapped down on that man's dick. They tried to pull him off for it, but he wanted that cracker. He wanted the dick one. And this woman was shocked.
Like me? I'm hating over him.
I mean, why you shocked and hurt for? I mean, you said that you want to be on here to try to wake up the women and warn them and give them wisdom and the insight over there. Well, I mean, you can't be shocked and in no state of mind like that, man, and you want to share with the audience.
I don't know.
I'm trying to honestly give out the information the best way I can. And although people say that I'm raw and, ooh, she off the chain, she ain't got no business on that. I won't say it because y'all won't say it.
I did not know this day was going to be like this.
Because I don't want to be one of them to walk up on some of that.
I don't either.
That ain't, and I don't want my niece, meet me.
I don't want my grandbaby either. I don't want her to do that either.
Because, you know, I can respect an honest hoe and an honest sissy. Now, if you can be real with what you are, I can't get mad at you because you letting everybody know you got your ID badge on. I can recognize it. I can identify with it. And then I can make a decision if I want to socialize with it. But see, we got all these men around here play acting, pretending like they men, dressing themselves up behind their expensive cars and expensive suits and their big degrees and they doctor's office and their lawyer's office and behind their pulpit that really wants to go off in your little boy's ass as well as your husband's if they ain't had him already, but then they want to sit there and act like they in holy matrimony with a woman. See, that is the problem.
And you know what? You saying that it's some women that got some of them men that's like that. They go out to a restaurant, to wherever they going, socializing, play, club, whatever. And you got another gay person to focus in on him.
Gaydar.
Yeah, some gaydar. Them focused in on that man's butt.
And the nut. Buddy nut. Nutty buddy.
I wasn't going to say no nutty buddy. But I don't know what this show gonna be like right here. You just trying to maintain, man. What's going on?
What you was saying?
I lost my train of thought. I lost it.
No, you was saying gaydar, man. They go in a restaurant and focus on something.
Yeah, I know they have to focus in if they gonna get something fire like that. They focus.
Focus hard, man. That be some of their whole life mission to get up every day, dress up,
and there's some men out there won't even look at no woman. I don't see them. Be riding in the car.
You be trying to get them their head, be straight ahead.
They won't look at you. They won't look at y'all. And when you see something like that, that's a signal.
It's a sign, man.
You got to learn how to read the sign, lady.
Read the sign and wonder. The Revelation trying to tell you. Book of Revelation trying to tell you.
You know what? I ain't finna play, man. No. Somebody focus in like that and they could have some, I don't know what they doing to draw them in.
And the women don't pay attention. It's unfortunate. A lot of our women don't pick up
You better tell these women how to get in vagina power, stop that stuff.
Well, a lot of times the women are going along with it. There are some women that are and see, they ain't gonna listen to us anyway, so this show ain't for them. So they're not paying attention. They don't want to hear. They'll believe a man over me because they feel like it's a man and he ain't gonna do them wrong, or they hooked on the dick. Man, they're just like they hooked on phonics. They hooked on dick. They hooked on calm. So they ain't gonna want to hear this. They're not gonna believe that it can happen to them. See, a lot of women feel like, well, yeah, he cheated on her or he beat her ass, but he ain't gonna cheat on me. He ain't gonna hit me. He ain't gonna lie to me. Or he was a part-time sister. He was a sister on the weekend while he was with her. Or before I met him, I done brought him up out of that. You can't bring nobody up out of nothing unless it's something that they want to do.
It made me think of this young girl I knew. She would go through, I guess you'd call it heat. Start running through the house. I need me a man. Gotta have a man. Need me a man. And your dad was telling him about how when he was a little boy, this lady that was kind of out of her mind sit on the porch and say, "Precious Lord, take my hand." Come on, Gladys, since get over here. Said, my son can't come over there. He's just a little child. Send clams over here then.
So the old lady said, send her husband over there.
I can't do that. That's my husband. So they sent Jane Lee over there. He didn't care. He go with anybody. And I'm talking about, man, there's some rough stuff out there now. You just put somebody on somebody, and you don't know the history of their sperm. And then you get caught up with a baby sometime as well as with whatever else they leave. It's like a cesspool. They dump off in you.
Ain't it?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Ain't it? Because the black man is so defiled. You know, all these men.
Where that come from?
You know, I think on a spiritual, mental, emotional level, a lot of things, I think it could be a lot of our men really aren't men. They're weak. They haven't been raised properly by their mama and their father. They didn't have the right mother and father figure there. A lot of them have been molested, and they have that spirit implanted in them. I feel like it's a demonic force. I really do.
Somebody had to project that out there to them.
But I still feel like it's a curse. I don't feel that every black man, like I said, if a man decides he wants to be gay, he let everybody know that, and he is strictly sticking to being with men. But when you got all these transformers, you know, all these undercover agents all up in the mix, pretending like they straight men, and then they underneath that transforming, and then also transforming the mind and the lives of women in a negative way, devastating them forever. To me, that is a curse. That is something unnatural. I don't really feel like it's natural for us to have men that also sleep with other men. That's
you know, that's what I was just thinking about as you were talking.
All right now, so listen here. If y'all like that, wait until you see this. Yes, child, go get your smokes, honey. Go get whatever it is that you're going to need to get you relaxed, baby. Because when I tell you what is up next this is going to be like a question and answer. So we'll do the Q&A between the two ladies that you just saw. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold you back from a good time. Make sure you have your earbuds turned up. Okay, let's go.
Okay, now it's get a little deep here. There's this young man. He's 18 years old, but he likes 60 to 70-year-old women because they talk to him and coach him and give him that motherly feeling that he don't get from his mother, and that makes him more comfortable with them to have sex with them. And he wants to stop. He wants to be involved in a regular relationship.
So you mean to tell me this boy, 18 years old, is actually performing oral sex and
everything in a sexual relationship with the older women, with the 60 to 70, and on up.
Are these like close friends? He met them, or he going to the old folks' home?
He meet them in different places. No, that's not funny. Really, it's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. It's just the way you presented that back to me, going to old folks' homes. No, I don't think that's the way he go find his mates.
No, I think
he actually knows. I think he actually knows a lot a lot of older women because that's what he said he grew up around.
So are they good lovers? There's a vagina.
He say they tell him what to do, and he have learned what to do. He know what to do to a woman and how to satisfy a woman because they have taught him, coached him step by step. And he said, therefore, if he get in a relationship with a younger woman, he won't distrust her now. He would actually commit to one that he find that he's compatible with because he would know how to please her in the bed.
Just want to know, when this 18-year-old boy was having sex with these 60 and 70-year-old women, I mean, were the women still dropping it like it's hot? Were they bending over doggy style, or was he flipping them all kind of ways, or were they putting their legs up in the air to the headboard? I mean, what type of sex acts was he allowed to do? How could he manipulate them at that age?
Well,
Hello?
He said he know how to get what he need to get from them and get them to the position that he needed to be.
So, I mean,
so he know what to do.
Were they half crippled? Were they in wheelchair? Were they bedridden?
No, this ain't bringing nobody alive like that with like the old men in the wheelchairs that you was talking about.
No, man, that penis power, man, they got the right penis to go up in them old women vagina. It'll help them, get them cricks out their bones, and it'll be like a form of geritol and actually rejuvenate that vagina.
He said he's actually experienced with a young girl before, but it did not satisfy him. He'd go back to the older women.
But that's what I'm saying. Were the older women, could they move around? Were they eat? Were they flexible, or did he have to go get in the bed with them, and then manipulate their bodies, or were they just
sometimes
right up and jump up?
Like rub their legs and stuff like that.
Kind of massage their leg to get them to where they can move, get the circulation up. So what he said, boy, when he get that circulation up, he's massaging them legs, they just pop up.
Yeah, he had healing hand.
So he put healing hand and then anoint their vagina with his healing holy penis.
Yeah.
And then that helped the women snap back up. So, they 60 and 70, they can kind of, put a little wiggle in there and do the snake a little bit. Is that what that man's saying?
Only thing I can tell you is Clarence Carter got a tape, and on one of it, it's called stroking.
So it said the old women be stroking?
To the east, to the west.
So he said they move the hips left and right. So, did he actually suck their breasts and then perform oral sex on their vagina?
No. He said something different about the breasts now.
What he said about the breasts?
Said that because they were so old, when you lose the elasticity, your muscles start deteriorating. The breast is drawn up, only the nipple part is there.
So he's saying
there's no breast.
The old women, a lot of them didn't have no breast. The nipple just went in, or the breast tissue went in, and it was just a nipple.
Right, back in.
When then some of them might have been long.
Yeah, some of them.
I'm saying what now? I'm trying to hear. I can't hardly hear you. I just
some of them. Yeah,
I just want the audience to hear.
Yeah. So
what?
But some senior citizens can call you and they can talk to you about it.
I would love the senior citizens to call me and talk about sex, because I know a lot of senior citizens do have sex, or they want to have sex.
Yeah.
And they still have the feelings, and it's painful because they're lonely. Nobody pays them attention.
Well, he said that's one thing that one of the females told him.
That she's lonely.
She wanted still to have sex.
So I'm saying, I'm just asking to give details, and she won't give me details. I'm just wondering.
I didn't get that many details. It wasn't. I didn't want to ask that many questions. This is just something that he want to break away from, and he can't break away from it.
But I'd like to get the details. Though, when you ask me a question, I
have the numbers that I can give them to you.
But they don't want to talk to me. They want to talk to you, and they want me to answer. So they feel comfortable presenting it. So that's all I want. So you saying, because I'm wondering when he saw their bodies and saw their breasts and saw their vaginas, or I'm saying, was there gray hair around the vagina, or had the hair fell out? Because I've heard some women, so they just got a bald gray vagina, a half bald and half gray, or
no, fell out,
just all out. So it's just bald, and he's actually so the clitoris and the vagina, all these.
I didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him that. He didn't tell me that. I didn't go there.
Okay.
About the clitoris and all that. I didn't ask him none of that. I didn't go there. I didn't ask him that.
I'm saying, man, it's a talk show, and the people. I'm trying to give
I didn't ask about the
information.
clitoris. Is it still there? Do they have
No,
one?
I know
I
they.
didn't ask that.
I know they still got a clitoris, but I'm saying I want to know when he looked at it.
I
Did
thought
it?
about when I reached that age, if something like that happened to me, and I see that on me.
Hi. Hold on. Let me
Hi, my,
hi baby.
hi,
I'm
my
gonna say
love.
hello
How
to
are
the
you? Can you hear
I'm
me?
well. Yeah, I can hear you. So we have Lady Dimples, we have Golden Gemini, we have Must Be Trini Gal in the building. We have TC in the building, just dropping down and showing support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Trying to give you guys something different from these.
What the fuck is this bullshit you are playing, Tulsa girl? What's going on?
You not feeling it?
Well, I don't know. First, I can definitely tell you I'm not feeling that music in the back. Can you cut it?
Okay, hold on. Let me change up the tone,
Uh
child.
huh.
Let me change up my tone, child. Maybe how is that right?
How about take it off completely? Because I got ADD. I can't take that shit.
Oh.
So, what is this video you're playing?
So this is
Is this a
Alexis.
parody or is this
No,
serious? What's going on?
this is Alexis K. Tyler, and she's a psychic, medium, intuitive, and she gives readings and she speaks about vagina power and how women should really, be in tune with their bodies and just be careful who you're giving it to. And it's just so many things. She's a very knowledgeable, seasoned drip, if you know what I mean.
Why can I still hear that music? Can you not cut it off?
Can you hear it now? The music is gone.
You know, you should be very honored that I clicked your link, but I'm going to click my good sis link. Can you take that thing down so they can see my avatar? My Ivy? Thank
There's
you. Hey. Now, why? Now, I know I'm a
Are
big
you
bitch
working your
and I'm
channel?
bigger than you. I know that I'm bigger than you, but girl, can we be like the same size? Why am I? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks. I am panel gold and I trend in the beef sector. And I'm gracing my good sis panel. Because I want to have a little conversation with you, if that was okay. If it's not, I can always come back at a better time.
absolutely. I'm always open arms, open for conversation. Let's get it.
Yes. So number one, I want to tell you, Tulsa, your titles are wonderful. I don't know if you went to the Tasha K School of Titling, but they are so good and captivating. But every time I come in, I just feel like it's clickbait. Like you're sitting in the car, not saying nothing, sitting in the garage. So just a word of advice, a word of criticism, however you want to take it. You got to stay on task, hun, and deliver the content and stop this clickbait shit because your title sounds so well, but it doesn't match up with whatever you're delivering or the lack thereof.
I
What do you
received
think?
that. No, I received that. I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
the
Because if
feedback.
you're just chilling, just say just chilling. Come hang with me or something. Don't, with this. But with this title, you put the B sector in, and I'm just unclear. What was your point of putting that in? And did you have some real grievances? What's going on?
Well, actually, it's the what I'm playing is relevant to what the beef sector is because we have this 18-year-old that wrote into Alexis K. Tyler and
Mm-hmm.
said that he, can't stop having sex with these 60 and 70-year-old women. And
Ah!
you know,
Well,
so
that's a real thing, but that's a
yes,
deeper issue. But
but you have Lemon and Krista's, she's 53, he's 32. It's kind of that dynamic. And so I kind of feel like maybe if she listened to this, maybe she could probably take some notes and, have some luck in, dating in the future. So you as her niece, I'm saying praying that
can't.
you would take this message back to her.
You're a mess. I will not shame my auntie, but I don't know what that lemon in her was. I'm thinking she likes some type of attention, which I think we all do. Even I'm a victim of that. And I can't talk because, they compare me and my whatever to them, which I, whatever.
But can we dive
But
into that? I wanna know, like,
hold on. We're not rushing that, but we can get there. I know what you're talking about. But hold on. Let's slow walk this, boo. So, in regards to my auntie, she's been aligned to several people, male, female, way back in the day. She been doing this. I don't know, but in terms of Lemon, he was totally out her league. Can't keep up with her. I mean, yeah, he's semi-attractive for what we could see. I mean, but there's still outstanding things in terms of his appearance that we don't know. We want to see them teeth. We have not seen them teeth. I don't care how you cover up with them things. I want to see what it is. I mean, if it's a raggedy mouth, let us see the raggedy mouth. I mean, there's a lot of medical intervention. Shout out to Star Jones that can help you out. You know what I mean? But you can't fix what you won't conquer. Show. But either here nor there. We want to hear. We want to see the hairline. I mean, you had those raggedy hats. Now there's another bald mouth Fred Sanford bitch, Rebel Son that covers their head too. We don't see their headline either. And just to make it about me, people just want to talk about me and what's underneath my wig, but I take that as a personal offense because I've spent a lot of money on cosmetic procedures to maintain my hairline. Tulsa, where are you at?
I'm right here. I wanted you to
Why you
shine.
put me on the bed? No, honey, this is a conversation. So I spent a lot of money on my cosmetic procedure. So when people talk about me, I'm like, no, I spent a lot of money on that. So you're not gonna talk about my hairline, or my hair because I spent a lot of money and I take daily medication for it. But yeah, we want to see that with Lemon. And I mean, but yeah, Lemon looks okay. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, in terms of him and Auntie Bay, mm, I don't really know. I want to believe in my heart of hearts that it wasn't serious, but I do know, speaking from experience, you can get caught up in this web of things and you can know and see the red flags on people and even know that you're not compatible. But the heart, the spirit, whatever, just wants what it wants or likes what it likes. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to separate those two and step back from that. And that's something that I'm personally dealing with at the moment. So yeah,
Yeah. So, what is your relationship with Lemon?
there's none. Um, with any interaction, it should just flow naturally. And with me and Lemon, it's always ends up in controversy. I don't like the way that Lemon deals with me. Lemon definitely deals with preferential treatment and has his favorites. Um, and clearly, I'm not one of him. He always makes excuses or what his perceived thoughts of me would be, which are never true. And when someone is being as open as honest as I am and put myself in the forefront, but in your mind, you're still trying to create a narrative that doesn't correlate, it just causes friction and issues, and we just don't see it. So I want to like Lemon as a person. Um, but I always end up getting hurt or feeling some type of way on the way that he does me. But it always goes back to that main root that Lemon feels something against me that's contrary to what I actually am. And I'm just sick and tired of trying to prove myself to somebody that just has their mind made up. So I just need to collect my toys and walk away. What is your relationship with Lemon?
It's so interesting that you say that because, you say he was treating you a certain type of way. Do you feel that it was because of Shakim?
You
And
can't
listen,
respond with a question, honey. I'm pulling a
listen,
Wendy Williams. What is your relationship with Shakim? Now we're gonna have some duality here, honey. I responded. I want you to respond. Do you share any of the similar sentiments as I have? Because y'all have had a cantankerous interactions as well. Sometimes up, sometimes down. I think it mirrors a lot of what I've had with him as well, but I'm curious to see what your thoughts are.
Well, my thoughts are is I'm just like, I mean, I feel like we have common similarities when it comes to knowing how to show up around men and support them and be our true authentic selves and give them the opportunity to do the same. So I think that's where we stand.
Well, let me ask you, do you fuck with women?
Do I fuck with him? No, actually, I haven't been over there. Like, seriously, Dimples, I I feel like you, and that's the reason why I stopped going over there because it's like, sis, why are you going over here? And he feels a way about your other sister. And when he gets upset, he goes on these trans rants. And what am I supporting? What am I celebrating with him? I
Thank
didn't
you.
I need to step back. I need to pull back.
Also, that makes me want to cry because I never understood that. And there's another person that says they're trans identified, Shauna, and she does these things. Now, she's not as vocal as us and more, quite submissive. That's her probably Caucasian side. But she goes in these places, and I'm like, you have to look at the bigger issue. And Tulsa, I actually fell out with a really good person over you. This heat. And me and her were really close. But when I called her out and confronted her about using the T word, what she didn't seem phased. I knew it, but it's a bigger issue. I think that we are in a position where we need to educate ignorance when it's presented to us. And I called her out and she tried to use that like, oh, well, it's not directed to you. I'm in battle. Don't tell me how to fight. But it sounded good, but it just didn't sit right with me because my thing is if you're able to use that against her, you are more than willingly use it against me. And B, I don't feel safe. You know what I mean? Because clearly you have some underlying issues. So
Yeah.
I had to part ways with that person, and it was hard because me and this person have done some nasty work behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And and I have really, cared for this person, still do, but I just need to like,
No, I'm
no.
glad we're actually having this conversation because I want to collab with you and maybe do shows and stuff like that. Like I'm
Well,
reviewing a
also we're gonna have to have some limits because you're a They say I'm a wild card, but you're really a wild card. You lie. You do some very dangerous things.
double
I don't like that.
trouble.
I
Come
don't
on.
like that bitch. I don't like that bitch, Sheffy. But when you accused her and acted like when Simon was on there, like you had a pussy and started making it doubt, it was uncomfortable. I
Yes.
cringed. I know you were trolling, but it's so dangerous to how we have to operate. They try to talk about me not being trans, and one of the pillars in our community is the main spokesperson behind that, and when that person says those things, it makes other people feel comfortable to say the same thing, and it's
Yes.
just like,
Let,
a,
let's pause. Let's pause right
uh-huh,
because I want to give clarity to something.
mm-hmm.
You can, and I want you to testify yes or no. This is your own answers. The guys that are into trans women, do they know how to find you or do they not?
Absolutely.
Do they know what they're dealing with or do they not?
Well, I'm going to stop that there because that's problematic within itself. I'm not going
Okay,
to give them the.
so because no, I
I'm
was
not
speaking
going to
of
give them the courtesy of being blindfold or that escape. Oh, hear no evil, see no evil. No, I'm going to lay it out on the line and make it unequivocally clear if we get to that level.
we know our people is what I'm saying. Our people knows
Well,
us.
we do, but we need to set the terms so there's absolutely no doubt. I've been in there, and then they'll go up your dress. Oh yeah, I'm just check. Or some will, but it's such a dangerous game. So I'm not going to let that go. You're going to hear it from my mouth, and I'm going to need you to confirm what the deal is. I do not do that practice. It's very dangerous. And let's say That post nut clarity. After they do it, there's been a lot of remorse, and there's been a lot of people that have been killed from their lover's bed as well. So they do know, but that's just what I do, and we try to take extra precautions even with that, because although they do know our tea 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to assume that, because it's a sick game, and I'm going to put it out there, that as well. And I think, to me at least, it's like some mentally click with having that confirmation and clear. I had a situation on the streets that were even relevant today with someone from the Mo 3 sector. I just asked them, how much for some peen. Now, this person has been alleged, even by their baby's mamas, that they've slept with men and stuff. So it's whatever. That person
My
responded.
cousin? Oh, you
Yeah,
talking
exactly. Hmm.
about? Oh, okay.
But it was a big deal. Do you know Lady Dimples is trans? Well, hey, everyone should know Lady Dimples is trans. But even before we even would get to the get down, I would fully disclose, and that's just my practice. Um, and Tulsa, you might have another practice, but you have to realize that they try
Ma'am,
to paint that narrative. Although we have to understand, we
Adam.
we are a minority in the community. Hold on. And that they try to lump us all together for every single thing we do. So we have to have that elevated mindset and that elevated practice with that. And they want to believe, although we know what's the real, we know what the tea is, they want to perpetuate a certain narrative that they don't know, or we lied to them, we tricked them. No, they know what the fuck's going on. We know
Absolutely.
that.
Insist.
But I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you that leeway. I'm going to take that accountability just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, what you do in your personal life, that's fine. But you were on a public platform, and although Sheffy looks like she could be trans and in our community, and she's dusty and manly, the fact that you did what you did, I just found that very problematic. I really did.
Well, can I
Um,
apologize
do
now?
you
And
feel remorseful about that at all?
well, I
Honestly.
was gonna say if you can reach out to her and
I
let her
never
know.
touched that bitch. I don't care about that funky bitch just fucking a jailbird on an
You
air
know, you're trying
mattress
to
and
make
fucking
things
behind her car.
right.
I think she's utterly gross. We could read her and roast her on other things, but that, mm-mm. And of course she's threatened by us, because look, put us against that fucking naughty head bitch. They gonna pick us any time of the day.
Listen,
Hello.
amen. But listen
Thank
here,
you. But
it's
that ain't the first time. That Von Rate thing. I know you were trolling, and you was hot then. And
hold on one second.
what is that? What you playing?
Husband. Yours. Yours. Of course you're ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours.
Portia, that bitch. We see how karma worked out for her. Simon done got that ass.
Mhm.
Hmm. Catch. But you know, I came up and I felt endearing to you. The other day you were in your car and you were reminiscing about your journey, about your kids, and which I would love to know more about that family dynamic, or what it is, because we hear you say you have kids. We want to know, are they biological kids? Are they adopted? Are they fostered? We want to know that and I always feel leery about kids, but I would like to know that. But I hear your testimony, how you came, and your accomplishments, and then you played some spiritual thing about that, and I said, oh, she's really got some type of wits and things and encouragement. So, like, what is your religious background, if I can understand a little bit more?
Well, I'm more spiritual. Where I am today is
Well,
not,
what, as a child, but were you raised in a certain denomination or faith?
it was like non-denominational, and then
Okay.
like Baptist. My grandfather actually is a preacher,
Oh, okay.
but he's gone to glory.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was like Kojic, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Down
What is
learning.
little branches? That's the root. Kojic is that, but there's a lot of people. As we evolve and level of consciousness. Yeah. What are you bringing up now?
Oh, I was bringing up my about.
Yeah, I never actually read your full about section. Well, yeah, I read that. Well, I was in there because I liked your prayer and I liked the stuff that you were saying about faith. Because with me, one thing that's really big with me is that I'm grew up great grandfather pastor
Mhm.
and a Pentecostal apostolic household, so very very religious, believe in speaking in tongues and shouting and all that charismatic things like that. And that's something that's still within me because you know I've experienced all of those things. So, but yet trying to live my truth and finding that balance and finding, because you, especially being grown up, that God hates you and all those things, and navigating your own personal faith. But when I heard you playing that I don't know, prayer or affirmations, I said, okay, she's got a real good sense of herself, and you were talking really really good. So I said, okay, I want to understand, her background a little bit better.
Yeah. So you want to read my about out loud?
No, I can't see that small shit, girl. I can read it in my small time. I'm just talking. It,
Okay. So I'll read it for everybody so everybody can know.
first of all, I'm very amazed because most people do not complete that section. They might put their Cash App or other things, but let me find out.
Hmm. So when I came here, I was
Oh,
honest.
pause. I am a doxer, a self-admitted doxer, aka researcher. So I did do a slight research on you. I didn't go dig too deep on you, but I think I saw a website or something with your information as well. But go ahead.
Uh, Amaya was born and raised in Tulsa. She lived there until 1994 when her mom escaped and domestic violence relationship with her father. She was then raised in Atlanta, Georgia with her great aunt and uncle alongside six siblings. Amaya attended elementary and middle school. Her first year in high school, she experienced an unexpected milestone that caused her to drop out of school in 2006. In 2009,
Hold
Amaya
up,
had
hold up, hold up, pause. Would you care to clarify or expound upon what that unexpected milestone was? Because that's one thing that stood out to me when you're talking about your kids and the fact that you didn't graduate high school.
That's
Um,
actually gonna be in my book, sis. I'm working on a
w-
book.
was it sexual trauma anyway?
Sis, you have to get the book.
Can you say yes or no or plead the fifth?
I gotta say you gotta get the book. Stay tuned. In
But the book has not been out yet, right?
no, not yet. In 2009,
Well,
Amaya
I
had
know
an
my spirit says, but okay, go ahead.
but look, it gets better. In 2009, Amaya had an out of control drug addiction and decided to return to her birthplace, Tulsa, Oklahoma. When she arrived in Tulsa, she gained residency at the Tulsa Day Center, that's a homeless shelter. She then transitioned to Youth Services of Tulsa at the age of 21. Why Youth Services of Tulsa made special accommodations for her as she had her case manager from the shelter to speak on her behalf. She got accepted with great excitement when she admitted was admitted as a client with the organization. There she attended from there I attended Job Corps and Langston University. So September 7th, 1 week after her 2-year anniversary, she started her business. So I had so much to put in there, but I had to cramp it all in and take some stuff out.
And the
So
business is a cleaning service, right?
a cleaning service.
Go
Yes.
girl, go girl. I work at a hotel,
You
like,
can
and I clean.
cleanliness
I'm a
is
housekeeper,
next
so
cleanliness is next to godliness, baby.
girl, I ain't hating, honey. And that adds clarity. I never thought to look at about section because, as I said, most people don't do it. But when I heard you talk about you were in high school in Atlanta and the people you knew, which is very common in Atlanta, but was still very interesting. Now I understand how. how you ended up in Atlanta. So I'm so glad you read that. Now, in terms of your husband, I heard when you and Ro had your little interaction today, he said something about your husband came from the UK, and then you talked about the timeline. I guess it was a matter of months, maybe a couple months. Can you help me understand that a little bit more?
My husband never came from the UK. We met in March and we were married by September, is what I
So
told him.
where did he come up with that you went to the UK to get a husband?
Because
Was he just lying?
still
Or is your
child.
husband from the UK? I don't understand because I know you showed him. He's a handsome man, by the way.
Yeah, his background is Finland. Thank you so much.
You said his background is what?
Finland.
Well, did you find him from there or how did y'all meet? Would you care to tell me?
Yeah, we met on a dating site.
Well, was he outside of the country when y'all met?
No, we were here.
He was
He's
here.
yeah. He was born in the States.
Okay, so they were just making up shit.
Hmm.
So, I referenced
We've
the
been married
individual, and
years.
and and they're not worthy. Hold on, I
We've been,
referenced the
hold on,
individual.
wait a minute, because I gotta. Because we talked about him. We've been married for 6 years.
Congratulations, y'all celebrate your anniversary.
Thank you. All right, now
Are
let's
you a
go.
kept woman?
Am I a kept woman?
Yeah.
A woman
Because we
that
don't see you working. We see you in the garage. It seems like you have a lot of free time. You talked about your business. Is the business active now? Does he take care of you?
you know.
We know that you have legal situations at this point. You
You're at
don't
my
really you don't really beg. I can say that besides the troll with the shoes. And you got a car, you navigate. So for what you can share, I understand the area we're in. Can we get some type of sense of that and your comfortability? Because you don't really beg like that.
Well, you know what? All my help comes from the Lord. So all my needs and stuff are met. If I don't need it, I'm not gonna ask. Um, I do um receive cash apps here and there from my supporters because they support me. Um, but I just, it's God. I mean, He made sure everything is all my needs are met. Because there
So
was
just to clarify, you didn't marry a rich sugar daddy or anything. Y'all are just average
we're
individuals.
family living. We got our home through Habitat for Humanity.
Oh
Shout out.
yes, I love that program.
So shout out to them. And we
So
just
you had to like put the hours in towards building your house and all that.
no, absolutely not. So this happened around,
No, because that's usually what happens.
yeah, well, we went through the classes, but the COVID-19 had popped around. So
Hmm.
but it was, I can say, the people that did put in the work, shout out to them. But no, we didn't have to do much of anything. Like we
Oh
just
wow.
picked out everything that we wanted. I came and I prayed over my land. My pastor, he came and anointed our house, and
Who's
it
your
was
pastor?
Clyde White, Pastor Clyde White, but he's retired.
Never
So
heard of him.
yeah.
Yeah, because no, they're in Kansas City. How far is Kansas City from you?
Oh, that's probably like 3.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to Oklahoma because I've met some people that were Indians and they have an Indian reservation, and they told me I think it's in Tulsa because that's
Yeah.
where the massacre happened. Um,
Yeah.
and
You
yeah,
know
and,
about
and
you know about the massacre?
uh-huh. And I want to go there and see that. And they even told me, there's an Indian reservation in Tulsa and I guess a museum and all that. And it's ran by the government, I guess. And to go there as well.
I
So that's
I
very
only stay a few
interesting.
minutes away
You
from
know what
there.
I'm talking about?
I stay a few minutes away from there.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to go there. I love to travel. I love history.
Well,
I love
listen,
art history.
if you subscribe to me, I usually make it my business
Well, I
to.
know you like the live stream and film because the last incident, I think you were at the dollar store or something. They were pressing you, but the police kind of knew who you were. It kind of reminds me, you would do really, really well. I don't know if you ever heard of the app called Kick,
What is
but it's
that?
supposed to be a new app. They're competing with Twitch.
Uh-huh.
But there's a section where they do like in real life. It's called IRL, and I think you would do really, really well. Um, in that area. And they like call it lifestyle or just chatting, all that area. But their algorithm is easier than YouTube to break, just like with TikTok. But
Uh-huh.
and then they even have something called an incentive program where they'll give you an hourly rate to stream every day. And with
Oh,
your creativity, I think you would do really well on that app.
okay. I just wrote it down. You said KICK,
Uh-huh. You
and
should
it,
sign up there and even probably start dual streaming and build your audience on there and tell them because that app, their algorithm, YouTube limits and shadow bans and stuff, but that you can build the audience very, very fast, and especially how you don't mind going downtown, in town and filming and just being you.
yeah, and
There's definitely a market with that where people just love to see that. And,
well,
and the draw is you just never know what's going to happen. What
mhm.
from experience. You just never know how people are going to act.
What's so interesting? I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to the grave site where the 1921 victim.
Really? So
Yes,
there is like a mass grave or what?
yes. So when I went there,
Girl.
security in front, and he told me that I, couldn't go in there until after a week because they had some things going on. But now it's back open, and
Mm.
mhm.
Oh,
I
I'm
really,
gonna have to book my trip, girl. We're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to take me. Like, yeah, I'm so interested in that. And ironically, I had a professor that's from there that
really,
her family even donated things to the Smithsonian Museum. And
yes.
yeah, and that was never taught in
Our
school. Maybe the
children,
pandemic, it came up, and
yeah.
I vaguely remember her talking about it, but I was never taught and didn't know the significant impact and what they did, and I was
Well,
just so
that was the
interested.
thing. You didn't talk about it. You didn't really bring it up, and
And
that's
I did hear from a lot of interviews because there are some interviews even by eyewitnesses. They were children that was on there, and they said, it was so painful and traumatic, and what they did, they did not talk about it
uh-huh. And we only
at
have two
all.
survivors left. We only have two
Wow.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's definitely on my list. When I even met them people from the Indian reservation, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to learn that. But anyway, back to me and you. Yeah, so sometimes I feel as though they try to put us against each other. You're skinnier, you're lighter, I guess more
Uh,
funny, maybe more likable. And that's that doesn't really bother me, but I hope you
Wait, let me.
understand.
I gotta mute you, and then
Really go
I'm gonna
ahead.
mute you. I'll mute you. I love you for who you are, for how you're showing up. I meet you where you are. You meet me where I am.
Mhm.
Let nobody tell you nothing different. If you and I didn't have the conversation, it never was had.
Oh no, I'm just telling you. Well, I never really, besides the Shock Kim thing, which I do want to get to, because
Because we do have a question kind of surrounding Detroit.
well, Golden Gemini. Unfortunately, Detroit's going to be. It's not going to be canceled because let's be honest. Number one, Shakim does not run Detroit. Shakim doesn't even live in Detroit. Shakim lives like 20 to 30 minutes outside of Detroit. Okay. He doesn't run that. I have family in Detroit. I have friends from church in Detroit. My bishop is in Detroit. So he does not run Detroit. Okay. But I would be coming to Detroit with a mission and a purpose. But I did not like what happened today, in particular with Ness talking about, oh, Shasha, if you need me, just let me know so I can request off. Like, bitch, like protection, like I would do something to him. And secondly, Like, bitch, if you want to see him, why don't you plan your own fucking trip to go fucking see him? Why you want to invade my fucking trip? So the publicized date, I made a grave mistake by publicizing my dates. Those will be changed. I'm not going to confirm or deny if I will be going to Detroit, or when, but no, Detroit, for right now, and those dates are definitely off the table because the way that they bit at that today was kind of crazy to me. Did you watch, girl?
You know what? I didn't. It's just been so much going on. Ness,
It's fine. It's not. It's a nothing burger. I booked a trip to Detroit. Although me and Shakim previously talked about it,
okay.
before and did
So
it,
are you
and
supposed to meet him?
huh?
Are you supposed to meet him?
Well, it wasn't meetings. Like, I'm gonna be there. Um, I wanted some answers. I wanted him to feel my energy. I want to feel his energy. And I was gonna get some answers. And might get some dick in the process, but it is what it is. Then people talk about some pay him. Bitch, I get paid. Why the fuck am I gonna pay him? Any money I gave him was from a pure place of being supporter and
Yeah.
caring. He ain't worthy of being paid. Like, I saw some fine niggas a day. He's not even really my type. Shit. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. Shit. I like a nigga that's 6'3" and above. You know what I mean? So he's really don't add up to none of that. I like a light skinned man. I like a pretty man. I like a well kept man. You know what I mean? There ain't
Yeah.
nobody on this app that even in our sector that adds up to that. So no, but I will say there's something about his personality that I'm endeared to and like. But the being played and all that other shit, like, no. And then someone tells them pay him $100 an hour, bitch. He ain't even. I mean, a minute. He's not even worth $100 an hour. Like, what the fuck? Like, the man is wearing the same fucking clothes. Like, I don't want to drag him, but he's got a lot of opportunities. And I would be the bitch to be able to elevate him and bring him to the next level from being a business acumen. Like, you got 10K subs. Why haven't you capitalized on that? Why haven't you done that shit? From just elevating your mindset. And I've been trying to help him, but clearly something ain't right all up in the head. But I will say I take issue with you because when I'm going through and you see how he's playing me, then you coming through arguing with me and talk about how y'all talking behind the scenes and all this shit. So can I get some clarity behind your interactions with Shakim and your feelings towards him? Because I've made my feelings quite clear. And I didn't appreciate the shit that you did. And of course, the sectors have taken and ran with it. So I'm not laughing. Hee hee ha ha. Sister sis, add some clarity for me, please.
Sis, when I log on or when I show up to a panel, I am strictly working. That is it. That is all.
Bitch, please. Let me ask you unequivocally clear.
Now he did.
Are you
Oh, I have a
interested in Shakim
no. So
outside
let
of
me.
strictly being platonic?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. So give me 1 second. I do have some truth for you.
Hmm.
I just
Well,
have to.
don't belabor. Come on, what are we waiting for?
No, it's a receipt because saying one thing and you
Mm-hmm.
know I want to make sure this is out there and it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass later
Okay.
because TMO is involved. Um, yeah, it was. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised. Okay, so where is it?
Mm. All right.
Okay, I need to find my screenshots. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find the screenshot. So where are y'all at now? Are y'all talking?
We've never talked. And that's always my issue because he's always like strung me along, maybe for content wise, and because my name does track trend, which would be fine, with me. But anyway, get back to this. Where are you guys at? Where is this receipt? What is it about? I don't need to see it. I'll take your word for it. Tell me.
Well, Shakim Ra and I, you know, um,
Let's be mindful. You are a married woman, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, go ahead and tell me how Timu plays into this. And you can be looking for that receipt as well.
Woo child, the deletion is real. But he wanted me to put up my cash app and like send him like split the money 50-50.
What money?
Oh no. Here it is.
What money are you talking about?
Child. The money.
What money?
He wanted I don't know what money.
Like for money, that money would have to come from somebody. What's the source of the money? What are you talking about?
I don't know what he
Put up
want me
your
to.
cash app where? What are you talking about? Why are you playing dumb conveniently?
Here, let me bring this up.
Well, y'all working a deal, a show? I mean, you don't just put up a cash without a purpose or ask. I mean, were y'all gonna run a play or what?
No, his cash app had went out and he wanted to use me as like to send his
Well, he's
send.
been asking all his mods to do that because that whole Cash App situation is weird because it doesn't sound like it's completely shut down, but certain people can send him money. So he's been asking, even with Demas O, to be a conduit for him to send to them and then send to him. Although he says his Cash App isn't active. So it's really weird. So what are you saying?
Well, I just wanted you to know that he wanted me to do that favor, so it's
Well,
nothing.
he asked
That
everybody that.
uh,
So why
like,
would I feel some type of way? He said that publicly,
well,
any
you
of
wanted
his
to
mods or
know any
anybody.
interaction that we had, so
And
that
you
was
are his mom. So I thought y'all talked on the phone. So y'all, I thought y'all talked on the
yeah.
phone. Did he ever talk sexual? Did he ever say that? Because from everything that no, Tulsa, I feel like you're trolling me at
Okay,
this point, and I thought we
I'm
were
gonna
having a
listen.
moment.
Listen.
Um, so from my observations, and this is not to make me feel comfortable. We all like what we like. You know what I mean? Um, and I do know that as we evolve, especially in the community, our likes do change and our preferences change. Let's say I've been more open to maybe the fact of doing a stud or into them because they like me, they're dominant. Now, my biggest takeaway, because I've been approached by a lot of studs and female to males, is that I like dick. I like the smell of a man. I like all that. And I don't care what you say. I can't do no pussy or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So, but we do evolve within the rainbow sometimes. But from everything I've saw, Shakim is not a trans attracted. Shakim likes masculine appearing people and DL people from everything I saw. So, um, which is fine, but don't cater things because I think the optics is that DL masculine appearing man would want femininity, but a lot of them just like masculinity, which is fine. But
Well,
from
no,
everything I saw, he does not like femininity. He's not attracted to femininity. He likes
shade,
masculinity.
but says no shade. Being the DL is not the T. It's scary as hell. That is scary.
Girl, why you? I didn't say that. I think that's very risky. I want someone that's confident in what they like. I don't like labels as well. So don't make an assumption from what I said. Did I say I like DL guys?
No,
No. Been
no.
there, done that. Been
I'm
there,
not.
done that. As a young child, as a kid, oh, I want a thug. Till you find out the thug gonna go upside your head and ain't had no life experiences, ain't been nowhere. I didn't have plenty of DL men. That's what I get all the time. But as my point, you who wants to be as you elevate yourself and know your worth, you want to know that you're not going to be no one's secret or that
Listen,
someone's not going to subscribe to labels or don't care. But what
listen.
I'm telling you is that Shakim does not appear to be attracted
Trans
to trans attracted and or femme attracted. He
Good.
wants masculine. Even before he updated his profile, he specified that, which is fine, but you should vocalize that. And my whole thing is what I felt played in things because I made it clear how I was interested. He always acted like he wasn't, and that was my aha moment, and where I felt so betrayed is because you tried to paint it like you were green and like you weren't active and you didn't do all these things. But then when I find out you have freak Twitter way back to 2020 and you're actively fucking and dicking down people raw and all that
Oh,
shit, but you're trying to act like you weren't, like it's just like no. And it'd be one thing to say, oh, mind your business or something, but then you outright lie and then try to paint a narrative even with Roe, like, oh, you didn't, and then people are getting on Roe. Like, no, it's just so problematic. But they give him this little hall pass, and it is what it is. And I think it's so much deeper than him just not being comfortable, because clearly you got to be comfortable to put that shit out and have 10,000 plus people looking at it.
right.
Like,
So
I'm not a stupid bitch.
he had
But
10,000 followers on his Twitter.
yes, he does, girl. He don't even have an OnlyFans. So I'm like, you're hustling backwards. And people trying to say, oh, because you're mad because he has OnlyFans, Twitter. No, I'm not. I'm mad that he is not capitalizing on it and not getting money, but he's putting himself out there like that. When clearly it's proven if you can get 10K subs that there's a market for what you're offering.
Shit, let me sign up for OnlyFans.
Hello. I mean, seriously,
Write that down.
the girls are getting it, honey. I've been approached even there's cam websites and shit, but
Yeah,
that's just
I ain't
not
gonna do all
me.
that. I'm gonna talk to my husband about the OnlyFans, like, cause it's
Oh
private.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely. And I ain't like they get money. I done dated a whole porn star before. You know what I mean? So that I'm not opposed to any of
I would
that.
always do
But
like feet photos, and I don't.
oh yeah, well, there's a whole market for people with foot fetishes. Me, I can't even stand to get a pedicure because I'm so ticklish. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Although being ticklish is a market as well, and
yeah,
people love tickling and torturing people, but that's how it gets to me. It's torture, and it becomes painful. Like I get that all the time. I'm very, very ticklish, but I even have people like purposely hitting my ticklish spots, and it's just like it becomes like I'm laughing, but because that's my body's response, but it gets to a point that it's painful, like I don't like it. So yeah, but even the way that Shakim fucks
oh,
very disrespectfully, very dominant, very
yes,
nasty. I'm a passionate lovemaker, you know
aren't
what I
you?
mean? Kiss,
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, we're not compatible with that. And then like that bitch, mother manatee, tell my son, uh, uh, because I'm a big bitch and bigger than him. Well, bitch, don't sleep on them little niggas, because them little niggas will pin your legs up in the air and go to fucking town. So that don't mean
Yeah,
nothing.
you got the
And
wall.
you're a big bitch your goddamn self.
Right.
Like it's just crazy.
Fold your ass up like a damn pretzel,
Baby,
like a cheap
they'll
wine.
pin you up in that goddamn move and you won't be able to go nowhere, honey. So
Mhm.
trust me, I done been around, but I just have to understand the process that had that person had any care for me and things. And the fact that I wrote that letter, they won't even acknowledge. They were on a platform laughing at it and making mockery and singing Aaliyah's 4-page letter. Like it's
Right.
sick. Like that person is a narcissist, and I just have to let it go. Yeah, I was planning on for the sector, going there. But then when Ness was talking about it and other people, it's just like, Mom, I'm either going to waste my money and my time to even go there and try to meet someone. And then the fact that they think that I would pay for that bitch, like, no. Like, they really think, Tulsa, like, they don't know how much play I get and how much I have to turn down dick on a daily basis.
Yeah, and
They
turn
don't
down
know
getting
that.
a pedicure as well, right?
Huh?
And turn down getting a pedicure as well, right?
Bitch, you trying to shame me? No, I get my feet done. I have to really just grant it, but it's not a enjoyable experience because I'm very, very ticklish. But no, my feet have to get done because I'm a big bitch and they get very, very crusty and calluses. So yeah, no.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
curious. I'm
But I
just
would love to take
listen.
Shakim to get a manicure and pedicure because with them dirty nails and feet, I would love to do those type of things. But then again, should I have to take care of a man and dress him up like he don't know what type of bitch I am? Well, he should know because I think I showed him. But you're saying that all your conversations were never like what
But
were y'all conversations?
listen,
Can you help
I'm
me
not
understand that?
I'm listen. Do you think that
So I
he's
feel
gonna?
like you're still trolling me.
No. I'm
Do
actually.
you feel as though do you feel as though Shakim is interested in you?
I don't know, and I don't give a damn because listen here, Lady Dimples, and no, respectfully, I'm when I come on here, I'm working. Okay, I don't.
Did you ever have any conversation? You're a very educated woman. You've been in the life for a long time, since 14 per you. So
Well,
have you
Shakim,
had
I
any
don't know. Is
conversations
it
like that?
something that stood out? I mean, what did he do?
I'm asking you.
Let me call him. Let me call him and see. Let me call him. Let me call him.
There ain't no need to call him when I'm asking you, when I'm going right to the source. What the
I
fuck
need
you
to
gonna
know what's
call him
going
for?
on. I don't want to be in
All
the
right,
middle of
Tosa, now you starting this trolling. I don't
no,
now
sis,
I'm asking
sis,
you, what the fuck does he have to do with what you think?
I need to know if he felt that way and if he communicated that to you.
Tulsa.
No, seriously, because I'm real. If it's a conversation, let's get us all together in one room. Let's all talk
There's
about
no point to talk to him. He feels how he feels. I feel how I feel.
it. I'm
And
letting
you,
you.
as my trans sister, you should be on. You should
I'm not
understand where I'm
stepping.
coming from. I
Listen
have
here.
no conversation.
I'm not stepping on your toes. I want your happiness to be your happiness. Like whoa.
Else's husband. Yours. Yours. Of course you're ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours.
Oh, big cancer energy child. I don't know how that went left. I don't know, Shakim. Do you like me? I never asked him. I never thought that it was a question that I needed to ask Shakim. Shakim, do you like me? Shakim, are you feeling me? Hopefully her phone went dead because I feel like we were having a great engagement. I don't want us to be falling out over no guy. Like that's not the energy that no ma'am. When I'm here, I'm logged in, I'm at work. I've been at listen here, and it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work, but this is my career, correct? Correct. It doesn't feel like work. Hopefully she just, hopefully it was just um, maybe her phone died, but hopefully she's gonna come back up. I would really appreciate it. Cause I actually, I was actually having a great time. It's those moments that you envision to happen and then they finally happen. You know, I always wanted to talk to the sister. Yep. But let's get into it. Let's see. I don't know where all my stuff went. But let's get into it. So now I need to figure out, I mean, maybe should I ask Shakim? And see, I was trying to be upfront and honest with the lady. She said she liked the man. She feeling him. She feels like, if he gets a piece of her, then, it's gonna go down. I'm not trying to take away her happiness from him. I'm not trying to take away her moments. If she likes Shakim, then like Shakim. No, I don't. I'm not feeling him like that. Like, we just come on panels and stuff. But as far as like what you talking about getting serious, and I mean, you're going to go meet him. So I think that, I mean, like you said, when you get around him, I think that you need to be focusing on the energy that he's going to have for you because you're traveling there, right? You're taking your hard earned money and you're going there and you're traveling there. But let's get back into this Q&A, child. Let's get back into this Q&A about this young man then wrote in and said that he is interested in grown women. 18 years old. He want them 60 and 70 years old, y'all.
Okay. Now, it's get a little deep here. There's this young man. He's 18 years old, but he like 60 to 70-year-old women because they talk to him and coach him and give him that motherly feeling that he don't get from his mother, and that makes him more comfortable with them to have sex with them. And he wants to stop. He wants to be involved in a regular relationship.
So you mean to tell me this boy, 18 years old, is actually performing oral sex and
everything in a sexual relationship with the older women, with the 60 to 70, and on up.
Are these like close friends he met them, or he going to the old folks' home?
He meet them in different places. No, that's not funny. Really, it's not funny. I mean, I'm not laughing at that. It's just the way you presented that back to me, going to old folks' homes. No, I don't think that's the way he go find his mates.
No, I don't think.
I think he actually knows. I think he actually knows a lot of older women because that's what he said he grew up around.
So, are they good lovers? There's a vagina.
He say they tell him what to do, and he have learned what to do. He know what to do to a woman and how to satisfy a woman because they have taught him, coached him step by step. And he said, therefore, if he get in a relationship with a younger woman, he won't distrust her now. He would actually commit to one that he find that he's compatible with because he would know how to please her in the bed.
Just want to know, when this 18-year-old boy was having sex with these 60 and 70-year-old women, I mean, were the women still dropping it like it's hot? Were they bending over doggy style, or was he flipping them all kind of ways, or were they putting their legs up in the air to the headboard? I mean, what type of sex acts was he allowed to do? How could he manipulate them at that age?
Well,
hello.
He said he know how to get what he need to get from them and get them to the position that he needed to be.
So I mean,
he know what to do.
Were they half crippled? Were they in wheelchair? Were they bedridden?
No, this ain't bringing nobody alive like that with like the old men in the wheelchairs that you was talking about.
No, man, that penis power, man, they got the right penis to go up in them old women vagina. It'll help them, get them cricks out their bones, and it'll be like a form of Geritol and actually rejuvenate that vagina.
He said he's actually experienced with a young girl before, but it did not satisfy him. He'd go back to the older women.
But that's what I'm saying. Were the older women, could they move around? Were they eat? Were they flexible, or did he have to go get them, get in the bed with them, and then manipulate their bodies, or were they just
sometimes
right up and jump up?
Like rub their legs and stuff like that.
Kind of massage their leg to get them to where they can move, get the circulation up. So what he said, boy, when he get that circulation up, he's massaging them legs, they just pop up.
Yeah, he had a healing hand.
So he put healing hand and then anoint their vagina with his healing holy penis.
Yeah.
And then that helped the women snap back up. So, they 60 and 70, they can kind of, put a little wiggle in there and do the snake a little bit. Is that what that man's saying?
Only thing I can tell you is Clarence Carter got a tape, and on one of them, it's called stroking.
So it said the old women be stroking?
To the east, to the west.
So he said they move the hips left and right. So, did he actually suck their breasts and then perform oral sex on their vagina?
No. He said something different about the breasts now.
What did he say about the breasts?
Said that because they were so old, when you lose the elasticity, your muscles start deteriorating. The breast is drawn up, only the nipple part is there.
So he's saying
There's no breast.
the old women, a lot of them didn't have no breast.
Right.
The nipple just went in, or the breast tissue went in, and it was just a nipple.
Right, back in.
When then some of them might have been long.
Yeah, some of them.
I'm saying what now? I'm trying to hear. I mean, I can't hardly hear you. I just
Yes,
want
some of them.
Yeah, I just want the audience to hear.
Yeah,
you know exactly.
yeah.
So what?
But some senior citizens can call you and they can talk to you about it.
I would love the senior citizens to call me talk about sex, because I know a lot of senior citizens do have sex, or they want to have sex.
Yeah.
And they still have the feelings, and it's painful because they're lonely. Nobody pays them attention.
Well, he said that's one thing that one of the females told him.
That she's lonely.
She wanted still to have sex.
So I'm saying, I'm just asking to give details, and she won't give me details. I'm just wondering.
I mean, I didn't get that many details. It wasn't. I didn't want to ask that many questions. You know, this is just something that he want to break away from, and he can't break away from it.
I'd like to get the details on when you ask me a question.
I have the numbers that I can give them to you.
But they don't want to talk to me. They want to talk to you, and they want me to answer. So they feel comfortable presenting it. So that's all I want. So you saying, because I'm wondering, when he saw their bodies and saw their breasts and saw their vaginas, or I'm saying, was there gray hair around the vagina, or had the hair fell out? Because I've heard some women, so they just got a bald gray vagina, a half bald and half gray, or
no, fell out,
just all out. So it's just bald, and he's actually so the clitoris and the vagina, all these.
I didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him that. He didn't tell me that. I didn't go there.
Okay.
About the clitoris and all that. I didn't ask him none of it. I didn't go there. I didn't ask him that.
I mean, man, it's a talk show, and the people. I'm trying to give information. I
didn't ask about the clitoris. Is it still there? Do they have one?
No, I know
I didn't ask that.
I know they still got a clitoris, but I'm saying I want to know, when he looked at it.
I thought about when I reached that age, if something like that happened to me, and I see that on me, it's shocking to think about. So I didn't ask too many questions.
But what I'm saying, look, we all have to go there. We all will get older, but I just feel like this: if the hair fall out, glue some down there. If it turn gray, put some Miss Clairol on it and call it a day, or shave it down, or trim it, or put a little style on it or something. We can get older and we can be graceful. We do not have to look all old and woe out and run. So that's what I'm saying. When he had sex with these older women, you saying they were actually. So he would massage their bodies, massage their legs, massage their breasts, or massage the nipple if the breast was gone.
You know, the arthritis is real, real bad.
But he actually liked the way their vaginas felt. He liked the penetration.
Yeah, because he said they haven't had sex in a long time.
So the vagina firm.
Yeah.
And did the muscles, were they gripping him?
He didn't say no muscles gripped him. He didn't say
there was no vagina power.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He young still. He didn't say that.
But he enjoyed it. Do you think he enjoyed more of the sexual aspect or the nurturing? Because that's what I'm kind of wondering. Is his dilemma, is he caught in the fact
he said his mother and him don't have no good relationship?
I think that's a part of it. I think a part of it is the women represent, because they're older, they're like a matriarch. And they have a nurturing, a mother, a remembrance in his cells, because we all have cell memory, and cell memory is triggered by certain responses in the third dimension. So when there's an impulse, it makes him remember what he felt he needed to have in his mother's womb, and what he reminisces, what he longs for, what he needs. So the part of that is probably the attachment, that mother longing. But then on the flip side, see, that's going back to what we were talking about, the molestation, with the daddy that is also the lover, the mother that is also the lover to her son. We got all these divisions in that soul because of people not having what they need, or getting it from the wrong person.
Okay.
So he's really going to have to look at himself to deal with his true pain, his little boy issues, his mother issues, his father issues, feeling abandoned. And then he's enjoying that little bit of a false recollection of that experience, because see, it reminds him of home when he's with that older woman, and it's really not it. He's being confused. He thinks that that's it. He thinks that he is engaging with that mother again on a subconscious level, but he's really not engaging with her, and that's what he needs to accept. Look, the mama wasn't there. She wasn't what you needed to be, and she ain't gonna be what you need to be, because you can't be a baby anymore. You can't go back into her womb anymore. That's like going through an eye of a needle trying to be born again.
Yeah.
She's never going to be able to do that. You're grown. You move past that point physically and chronologically. Now mentally and emotionally, he's going to have to go back into the very heart of that heartbroken little boy that didn't get the mother to nurture him, because he's having these very twisted. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible for a young man to be attracted to an older woman, or that it's impossible for a young woman to want to have sex with an older man.
Well, he said it's just an attraction that he has.
Yeah, but he's not having relationships with these women. He's not telling me I'm getting ready to get engaged and get married and have a family. It's just
it's not a stable relationship with neither one. He wants one with a younger girl.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's twisted.
Yeah, he said he wanted a younger girl relationship because he knows that he knows how to please her. This is exactly what he said. He said, I know that I can please a young lady now because of my relationship with the older women, and I know what it takes for a woman, and I know what she likes. So therefore, now I'm ready for a relationship with a younger girl.
But you know,
around.
All right now. So how are y'all feeling tonight? This live was kind of like informative, I feel like, because my points that I wanted to point out were heard. Apparently, a few people dropped in and dropped down. I'm not shading anybody that wants to date up or date down, right? But my thing is, like, when you're out here and it just doesn't make sense, then, it's like, and then you see like the money grabs and things like that. Let's go ahead and get into it.
My mother's back with me on the show. And this is a continuation of the question and answer we did before. There are some very powerful questions that, quite frankly, I don't know all the answers to, because there's not just one perception in time to fix every scenario. There are many deviations. But there's one thing that I truly believe: every question can be answered in the mind of a woman. Every solution is in the womb of a woman. And if she's confused, her children are confused. Mm-hmm. If her children are confused, the community becomes confused, and it doubles down and it folds in on itself. If the woman ain't in line, the whole community begins to crumble, because a man can't stand by himself. And if he has a sick woman beside him and she brings forth sick babies, then we have already gone to hell. So I'm going to move on into the question and answer. I don't mean to bore you, but this is just something that's just really, really touching me. These kind of questions we're dealing with today.
Yeah, this is serious. I mean, these people are actually experiencing these circumstances that I'm presenting to you here. I mean, this is no play. This is no play, because they're taking the show serious. And I mean, this is what's coming out from the show. And they want to, I mean, obviously someone is crying out for help. They want help, even though they know it's wrong. And, a lot of people that are involved in something that they know it's not right, that's the first thing they're going to say. I know it's wrong, but it's a but. So I'm only giving you what was given to me. And it kept me up pretty most of the night. And trying to compose this on how to bring it forth here on this show as a question. I did not put everything in here. I did not. And you say there is something missing in some of it. It was because on break, I shared with you a few other things in regards to this. And these are actualities. These are facts. This is really happening. I could not believe it myself, but there are a lot of things that we never heard of, that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen everything that goes on in life cycle. We don't know all the answers. There are people, different creeds and nationality we haven't met, don't even know that they exist. And there are things that we just haven't heard before. And it's shocking and it's disappointing and it's degrading. And there's still others. So you say you want to pick up about the mother and the son, you know?
Yeah, that's why I just had to say that in my intro, because women are so powerful. And that's why I've said before about the old women jumping on the young girls and actually wanting to see us in pain and attacking their
Right. That was
because
last
women have the power to heal, but women also have the power to kill.
Yeah.
They have it in their tongue. A tongue is a deadly thing. And it even talks in the Bible about a tongue.
The scripture says it's a hard thing to tame.
And see, it can be a good thing to build you up and nurture the nation. But when a woman and a pack of them get like hyenas and decide to get together on you, they'll actually cut you down with their mouth, with their lies, their deception, and their treachery. Women are masters at tearing each other down and destroying each other, especially black women. Now, we have got that down pat. Black women, before they actually come together and build each other, we'll sit down and take a woman and pick her apart like we got a chicken bone or we got some ribs there, taking every string of meat off the ribs, with just some bones, dried up bones there. Black women have been taught to master that. And where did we get it from? You hear your grandmama, you hear your mama, you hear your aunts. It's like little girls start hearing grown women.
Generations.
It's a generational curse. We're prepared to do that to each other. And then you actually telling me this woman.
It go down from generation to generation.
Is in her sickness, in her madness, in her pain. She is broken inside to actually have a sexual relationship with her son, and then she can't let this go. And then now you're talking about this preacher who having sex with his daughter, and the daughter want to tell, but she's afraid to tell.
She's afraid to tell. And he condemns from the pulpit. See, he's a condemning preacher.
So
and saying everybody's going to hell. You're going to hell if you don't stop doing what's wrong. Do that every Sunday.
But yet he's wrongly penetrating his daughter's vagina.
Yeah.
And see, that's what he's doing. He's creating a safety net for himself.
To him, it's not a wrong. To him, it's right.
No, he knows it's wrong, because if he felt like it was right, he'd tell his wife and the congregation, and everybody would know he hitting his wife and he hitting his daughter on the side too.
I think his wife knows.
So it's obvious he doesn't think it's right, and he is projecting this fire and brimstone type of image and making people fear him.
That's what she said. It was a fire and brimstone.
She wants to intimidate the daughter, so the daughter won't tell. And then she seems like she's afraid to run away, but she's afraid to tell the congregation. She's afraid to tell somebody at school. She's afraid to tell the police. It's like she doesn't know what to do.
It was her first sexual experience.
But it's not just that. She's confused. This is her first lover, and also the first man in her life. This is her daddy.
Yeah.
So
there are mixed emotions. There's so many mixed emotions combined right there with that. The feeling of a dad, a father, and the protection of a father, and then a lover, and then the first one that introduced you to sex. You know, you that's a confusing situation.
Okay, but at the same time, she's being split in half. She's being torn in two, because this man is creating dual roles. He is her father that's also supposed to be a nurturer and a provider to sustain her life.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that, bringing food, having a one place to stay, clothes, and creating the environment that a father is supposed to provide. Then in that same environment, see, it ties over into the relationship that she's supposed to have with her man or her husband, because it's like she's leaving the house mentally and emotionally and vaginally when she hasn't physically left, because your man is supposed to be your confidant, your lover, provider space, and then he parks his penis in your vaginal canal.
Right.
So that's what your man does. So now he's doing half what the daddy doing, then he's doing half what the man doing, what her man is supposed to do, And she's got emotional ties to him on 2 levels.
That's
so
right.
it's easy for her to be torn because she feels like it's wrong, but then her body probably feel like he's right because he hitting her like a man is supposed to penetrate her. And her body's going through the natural feelings and the natural emotions. So she's stuck. She's torn between 2 levels because she has the love of God within her and the love of her body. She knows that sacred space, and her daddy's not supposed to put his penis in there. But then another part of her has the love of this man actually penetrating her that happens to be her daddy. So he is
and I mean, she went into details. These was explicit details, and it was hurting my heart when I was hearing it. And I really did not want to hear it or write down the question, but she want to know what to do.
That's what I'm saying. What type of details about how he would make love to her?
Well, how he would approach her and tell her, that he needed to do that and that it wasn't going to hurt or nothing like that. And
how long has this been going on?
For about 2 years.
How old is she now?
She's 19.
Yeah, she's very young still. She has that emotional part in her that is a little girl. She hasn't grown into a full-grown woman, and he is nurturing that little girl because he wants her to stay in that position.
He wants her to stay there.
He doesn't want her to grow into a grown woman and let everybody know what he's been doing and then shut the vagina down to let him know, look, I know you violated me, and I'm strong enough, and I have enough respect for my body, and I know I'm not going to die. I know nothing bad is going to happen to me if I tell and if I stop you. See, he might have been quoting scriptures on that girl.
Exactly.
I've talked to women that had sexual relationships with preachers where they would go to the preacher and be paying him to do spiritual work for them, and then it turned into a mentor, spiritual counsel relationship / hit them up relationship because he see where the girl weak or the older woman is weak because women can be 50 years old and still be 12 inside. So they have these young girl emotional issues and the preacher can pick up on it. So she is paying him really to screw her. To me, I mean, because you're going in for consultations and you giving him the money, and he's supposed to be providing a service for you in exchange for the money, but he ain't got to give you no money, buy you no clothes, buy you nothing for your children, or make sure that you have a safe roof over your head. And while you giving him this money, he exchanging giving you some peanuts and then giving you a little bit of advice, but then he twists the advice once he sees that he has a foothold in there sexually. He wants to keep the foothold. And then as you told me, the preacher will start quoting certain scriptures on these women to bind them spiritually, mentally, and emotionally to make them have the vagina wide open with no boundaries on it. And she feels guilty when she wants to tell, or she wants to turn away, or she wants to stop giving her the money. And he's pimping her on many levels.
All right, are you all enjoying the content? Is this flowing with what's going on in the beef sector? Do y'all feel like you can help somebody in the beef sector? I do. All right, let's get back into it.
Now, I just have one more question. You probably want to elaborate on some of these questions that I've given you. I have one more, and I really don't know exactly what the issue is here with this particular person. This lady is concerned about her boyfriend, and she's concerned because he dresses up in her clothes, and they say, and he want her to dress up in his. And she said she tried it one time, and she felt so humiliated when she put on his jockeys. That.
So what? She put on his briefs or his boxers?
Well, whatever the jockeys, the boxers.
So he wanted her to act like a man. So what did he paint his toenails and put some stocking on and put a thong on?
Put on a whole outfit.
Yeah, the high heel shoe, the bra, the dress. He put a wig and put some makeup on.
And that's the last question. Yes, he did.
So what did he do? Did he walk around like a bitch? I mean, did he twist and lady, he want her to penetrate him too, or pretend like she would penetrate him as a man?
She said he started acting like he was in a juke joint, talking to her like a woman, would approach a man and want to talk to her like a man, wanted her to play like a man. That's my last one.
Why that's your last question? I mean, man, we just
Ain't no more. 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 That's the last one. It's the last one. I told you I only had.
Why that's the last question? I mean, we just getting into the flow of it.
No, I was talking to my secretary on the way.
I'm saying, but okay, so what's the question? What she don't like? Well, she don't know what.
She don't know if he gay or not.
Okay, so as he, so they would like go sit at a bar and he pretend.
No, he go out by himself.
So do he look like a woman when he dress up?
She said he do.
But sometimes she said he'll talk to her like she a man and he have
right when she put on the clothes. But she said she wouldn't put on the whole outfit. She'll just go to a certain part and she could feel humiliated.
So after he started talking to her, does he want her to actually ask him for a date and take it further and pretend like he's a woman that she's turned on by?
He want to change roles. He want her to be the dominant male, and he wants to act like the feminine female, and he knows how to do it well. But so she don't know whether or not he's really gay and been with a man.
But I'm trying to ask you though. Okay, once he do that, she go further. Do he want that lady to put a strap on actually?
No, I ain't talking about no strap on. I didn't go that far. I just wrote down a lesson, the question for you. So and I say, you'll get your question asked on the next show.
So she's saying she don't want, if he is doing this, she don't want to reverse the role. She don't want to dress up like no man. She don't want to date that man and ask him like he a woman, do he want to go out and be real aggressive with him, and what he want her to force herself on him like he a real nigga?
He want her to be dominant like the man.
All I can say,
he want to know the feeling that a female feel when she's with a man.
So it's a rush.
It's a rush
to
him. That's what he wants to feel. He said, "Tell me, how does it feel when we're having sex? Without penetrating you, what does it feel like?" And she can't tell him. Because he can't feel that. He don't know what it is.
Oh hell no, man! That man want a vagina, man. Straight up and down to the point. That man want a vagina, and if he ain't had one all up in his rectum and all up in his mouth, he gonna proceed to get one. Because it seemed like to me.
You see why I'm perspiring.
But I'm saying, did she ask him, do he want him a vagina?
No, she didn't. She didn't go to that part because she don't understand what's going on. But she's in love with this guy, and she really want to be with him, and she wants to get this straightened out so they can move on with their relationship, with their life. If they're going to be together, they're going to get married, and they're going to have children, and they're going to be, a family. She wants to know what this is because, Is that penis power, vagina power? What kind of power?
He knows that he has penis power, but it sounds to me like he ready to turn his penis power in and flip his penis inside out and turn it into a vagina so he can have vagina power, so he can have the same effect on men that his woman and other women have on men. It sounds like when he's penetrating this woman's vagina, he has vaginal envy because when his penis is inside of her, he can only have a harder, stiffer, longer erection and a more powerful ejaculation if he can have his wife or girlfriend tell him what it feels like for her vagina to have his penis inside of it, and so he can imagine what he would feel like having a penis hung all up inside of him. So it seems to me like he wants to do the role reversal because he is preparing himself to be penetrated like a woman. And he's trying to get her to see. She's talking about she want to know. This man is already telling her that he's physically a man, but mentally and emotionally, this man really want to be treated like a hoe, straight up. He said, dress up, dominate.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Dress up.
Just take this from me. Just get all up in here and take it. So that's just letting her know. He's trying to tell her, look, if you want to be with me and you want to be my woman, you're going to have to accept that I want to be a woman too. If I'm penetrating you, you're going to have to I'm letting you know that it might come a time I might ask you to strap on a penis and run up in me just like I'm running up in you, because he letting her know he can't be a full, strong, robust man unless he can know what it feels like to have sex or being a woman, and he can actually have his woman treat him like he's a woman. So she doesn't have to doubt or question. If she does, she's tricking herself, because this man ain't sneaking, he ain't lying. He goes out at night as a woman.
Yep.
Have she checked this man rectum? Have she checked all around this man anus, or when they having sex? Have she tried to actually penetrate that man with her fingers? Or has she ever taken a penis and tried to lube it up while he's, and see, that's what she need to do. She need to go on and dress up like a man, put the hat on, see how far he'll go, had a strap on underneath her clothes. So when he grabbed down there, that should feel like a man, a real man's penis. Since he want to simulate this, she need to see how far he'll go with it. And then if he's willing, bend him over, have that strap on, take her pants down, and actually proceed to penetrate him. And if he don't, make him take it, because it seems like he's begging this woman. He begging her to see, look, I am woman, hear me roar. I know I got this penis, but I am a woman, and I want you to really let this come out and support me in my decision to act like a hoe.
And you know what,
Bend
Alexis?
me over, strap it on, and give it to me just like I give it to you. The same way I'm running up in you, I'm trying to train you on how I want you to run up in me. That's what it sounds like he's saying.